Hi there, how's it going? Are you good? Great. Got a mark on my screen right there. And a couple of more marks down here. Some of them don't want to leave. So I might have to come back to these with two hands. But anyway, what I'm going to do in this video is going to be a bit of a sound quality test. So I'm going to record some audio with this camera, and then I'm going to record some audio with another camera. And I just want to make sure that the other camera can record audio almost as well as this one. So I've been through the options on it, just need to test it out. Right, so right now I have a microphone attached to me, which is recording me. So I'm going to do the same for that, but I'm also going to detach this microphone and see how the camera itself records audio. And here we have the other camera connected with the microphone attached to me. Right, so this is going to be the talking test. We can see how the microphone sounds whilst I'm talking. And these lights are still up, which is good to see. Let me turn this off. Turn off that light. And as you can see, that is still connected all the way through to the other side. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll test the onboard camera. All right, so here we are back again to this camera. This time it's the turn of the onboard microphone. So this one has two microphones, left and right. So we get stereo sound. So you should be able to hear my voice going from right over to left, which is kind of handy, sort of. But I mostly use a microphone which I plug in and attach to myself. So now what I'll do is I'll play some music from the computer, and that way when I play this audio file back, I'll be able to see what frequencies are being left out. The other camera, that is a subject of today's test. So, well, they both are. I'm just sort of comparing them. Alright, so I'll play a bit of this track on this camera, and then we'll skip over to the other camera and see how that records it. And here we are with this camera. So there's our sound test using music, and I'm pretty sure this camera also has stereo microphones. Now what I'm going to do is something a little more accurate. And back over to the other camera. So we have this Tron Smart Bluetooth speaker. We're going to be measuring a frequency sweep from 300 Hz to 24,000 Hz. I'm going to assume this camera is the more accurate camera, because it is. Alright, let's begin the sweep. Just let Pancake into the room, and now Peanut wants to come back in. They both left, but want to come back in. Right, let's begin. If there's any noises other than these sweeps, it's these cats. Anyway, might as well begin. And here we have the second camera. And the same thing again, but this time with an external microphone connected. And this time the second camera with the microphone plugged into it. Okay, so now what I'll do is a quick analysis of the sound just to see what the frequency range is. And back over to the other camera. Alright, so we've heard the difference with and without external mics between both the cameras. And what I'll do just to confirm what I am hearing, but also for those of you that can't quite hear what the difference is, I'll render out the audio and we'll compare them visually. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to render these two out and those two, and then I'll drop them into my favorite audio software. But before I get to my favorite, I've got another one. Alright, so here we have Izotope Rx8. So we've got frequencies from 0 to 20 kilohertz, low frequencies at the bottom, high frequencies at the top. Now this is the main camera that I use all the time with a microphone attached to me. And this one is a new camera with a microphone attached to me. But you see that black bar at the top? Goes all the way across. That shows the higher frequencies are being cut. Okay, so this one is the main camera without the microphone attached to me. So it's with the onboard mic. And here we have the new camera with the onboard mic. So once again, those frequencies at the top are being cut. And here we have my favorite audio program, pretty much favorite. And what I'll do is I'll use this. Same samples loaded up. We'll start off with these two. These are with the microphones attached to me. So I might just shorten these a little bit. Okay, so first one, main camera. As you can see, we have the entire frequency range playing. And on this one, we only have that much. And that's roughly, it cuts off at roughly 18,000 hertz. And the next samples, we've got the original camera with the onboard microphone and then the new camera with the onboard microphone. Let me just shorten these a little bit and play. Okay, so everything seems all right. Got the entire frequency range. And on this one, you can see it cuts off right there. Once again, that's 18 kilohertz. And it seems to deteriorate a little bit around 10,000. This time we have a spectrum analyzer. Let's see what this shows. So we have a starting point of 70 hertz all the way to the end. And the next sample, so the starting frequency, 80 hertz or thereabouts, all the way to 18. And the next sound, frequency range, 100 hertz, right to the end. By the way, these lower frequencies don't really matter that much. And the next one. Frequency range, there's a bit on 200. I'll say 300, all the way to about 15.5. And that is kind of what it shows around here. So the dark, I don't know if you can see that, but it's dark purple, dark blue sort of purple around here. And that's 15.8, nearly 16,000. So that basically confirms what I thought I could hear. But now, where do we go from here? Well, that's a good question, not sure. Might just end the video. I thought I'd put this on YouTube because I was going to run all this testing without filming it. But I thought I'd film it so that you know what is going on. And if you want to run this test, you sort of know what to do. Anyway, if I use that camera in any sort of professional way, because that camera is mainly meant for pictures, even though it's got stereo microphones, then I'll probably have to use an external microphone with an external recorder because it records like poo. Like poo. There too. So yeah, this has been fun. Hasn't really, but I'll catch you in the next one.